So Terry McLaurin made it on the top 100 players list. Where exactly did he rank? Let's figure it out.
After 20 years, you know we back on. No one Snyder, one McLaurin, one forward with the passion, you know we scoring. FedEx field back lit, no it is not boring. John Allen lead the troops, yeah you know we storming. Burgundy and gold in my veins, yeah I bleed that. St. Jude saw the ball, grab a pig, yeah I need that.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, we're gonna be talking about Terry McLaurin making the top 100 players list and seeing exactly where he ranks and do I agree or disagree where he is. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Well, before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video just like this to the channel in regards to the Washington Commanders or the NFL. We want to go to 6,000 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So as we know, around this time every single year, the Washington Commanders, or the NFL rather I should say, it hits training camp. It hits training camp, but in the midst of training camp happening, every year they drop a list of the top 100 players. And typically, every NFL fan disagree with the top 100 rankings because, I mean, the NFL are a little bit foolish with their rankings. Let's call it what it is. But for the past couple of years, the Washington Commanders have had a couple players on this list, whether you're going back to Brandon Scherff or even Chase Young. Now, Terry McLaurin is on this list also. But let's see exactly where he ranks again. So, Terry McLaurin is up here. Let's start with the first player, Devonta Smith at 100. Now, a lot of fans were up in rage, especially Eagles fans, about Devonta Smith being the 100th ranked player. Then at 99, you got DeMarcus Lawrence. Number 98, you got Tristan Wirfs. Number 97, you got Harrison Smith. And number 96, you got Trevor Lawrence. And number 95, you got Jamal Williams. And at number 94, you got Washington Commanders wide receiver, our guy Terry McLaurin. Now, I know a lot of fans may feel like Terry McLaurin is too low. You know, and there's a part of me that definitely feels like Terry McLaurin is too low. However, you got to understand, Terry McLaurin is being ranked amongst 100 players, 100 best players in the NFL of all positions, not just wide receivers. So, Terry being on his list in itself is already an accomplishment, right? Obviously, we would love for him to be, you know, top 10, top 5, top 20, but that's just not realistic at this current moment, considering the fact that Terry McLaurin, hey, he has not had that breakout year just yet. Now, let's see what the NFL has to say and the reason why they gave him the 94 ranking, you know, his peers rather. So it says McLaurin earned his first career Pro Bowl nod last season after he led the Commanders in 77 receptions and receiving yards with 1,191. The 27-year-old wide receiver has been a consistent offensive piece for Washington since entering the league in 2019. Despite being subjected to inconsistent quarterback play the last couple of years, Terry McLaurin has shown that he's still able to put up numbers for whomever is under center. So Terry McLaurin is obviously the best player on this team. Let's just call it what it is. At this moment, he's the best player on this team. He's one of the best wide receivers in football. So 94 ranking, again, you can look at it being too low, but me personally, I understand it. Okay, Terry McLaurin, he's a good receiver, but he hasn't had that breakout yet. We're hoping this is the year, right? You look at Terry McLaurin, if he's on another team, like if he's in Kansas City, he's probably a top 5 receiver in the NFL. If he's with the 49ers, he's probably a top 5 wide receiver, even though they have, you know, a quarterback situation in itself, but that offense fits him, you know, well too. Or if he's with, you know, the Ravens or whatever, just a better team with better scheme, offensive coordinator coaches prior to this year, and better quarterback play, Terry McLaurin is probably in the discussion when it comes to the best wide receivers in football. But he just hasn't had that. His quarterbacks has consisted of, you know, and offensive coordinators has consisted of Scott Turner, and, you know, and the numerous route of trash quarterbacks he has had when it goes to, you know, obviously Case Keenum, Dwayne Haskins, may God rest his soul, you know, Taylor Heineke, Alex Smith, you know, the list goes on, man. He just hasn't had any really good quarterback that has thrown him the ball. You know, Carson Wentz, it wasn't really good last year. He didn't pan out. And then, you know, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he didn't pan out. You know, we had Garrett Gilbert starting the game. Like, he just hasn't had anybody that was able to stay consistent with him and be his quarterback and just be his guy like most of the wide receiver ones in the NFL has. If he's with Joe Burrow, he's a top 5 receiver. If he's with Kirk Cousins, he's a top 5 receiver. Like, you know what I'm saying? Terry McLaurin is that dude, you know, and I'm expecting him to have a really, really big year this year with Sam Howell. And I'm pretty sure come this time next year, he will probably be much, much higher. But right now, 94, it's not that high, but at least he made it. You know what I'm saying? It's been years where they disrespected Terry and he hasn't even been a top 100 player. At least he made it. You know what I'm saying now? And Eric Kendricks is at 93. Marlon Humphreys is at 92, and Dalvin Cook is at 91. You know, now you can make a case and say he should be higher than Eric Kendricks, but I ain't even going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because Eric Kendricks is still a quality linebacker. Now, I don't know what he's done with the Chargers, really, but I wouldn't be mad if you said he's better than Eric Kendricks, so he should be higher than Eric Kendricks. But again, I'm not really going to, you know, argue that because, again, I'm just happy Terry's on this list. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Terry wasn't on this list at all, then we would have had a serious problem when I came up here and would have disagreed even more. Like, yeah, I definitely think Terry could be higher than this, but the whole list isn't out. Maybe I'll do another video once the whole list is out, and then I'll see some of the players other than the guys that you already have right here that are higher than him, and then maybe I'll be like, how is he higher than Terry, and he isn't that bad. He's not that much better than Terry. Like, only thing I can say is that they had DeAndre Hopkins, I think, at number 90 or 80, something like that, something of the effect, number 90 or 89, somewhere around there for DeAndre Hopkins, and a lot of people were saying DeAndre Hopkins didn't even play that much last year. You know what I'm saying? So a part of it is still name based, and it's all about who are you. You can still be probably like you can still fully expect Aaron Donald to probably be in the top 5, top 10 best players in the NFL when it comes to this full rankings coming out because of his name. You know what I'm saying? Not basically solely on his production. You know, Terry McLaurin is a popular name, but he's still underrated in a sense. You know what I'm saying? He's not the biggest on social media. He's not the biggest media guy when it comes to the whole NFL. He's trying to come out of his shell, become that, but he's not that much bigger when it comes to Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and you know, CeeDee Lamb, and all these other big name wide receivers and big name players. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm happy with him being on this list. I do think he should be a little bit lower. I mean, higher, but I mean, I'm not going to argue about it because at the same time, all you got to do is go out there and perform. You know, Sam Howell, if he can be the guy for us and he can lead us to you know, the promised land, which is being our franchise guy and taking us to the playoffs, I would be satisfied. And I think Terry's rating is going to be much more higher, or numbers are going to be much more higher last year. His play on the field is going to speak for itself. Terry's made a name for himself in the NFL streets. You know, again, not as popular as the other guys, but if he continue to go out there and ball, he'll become popular just like the other guys, much more. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Terry McLaurin at 94, it's not the best, but at least he made it. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section down below. I believe in Terry. I believe in Sam Howell. I believe in Eric Bieniemy. He now has an offensive coordinator that's going to prioritize him and make him the number one option and get him the ball. You know, I'm going to try to get him the ball almost every play because he's just that good and he's the vocal point of this offense. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Terry has a successful season yet again and he proves all the haters wrong and he continues to thrive and make a name for himself. Because again, Terry McLaurin is starting to get the respect he deserves, but he is still considered very underrated. So hopefully this is the year that he can break through and be in that top 5 wide receiver discussion. I'm hoping for it and I think he can do it. But let me know what y'all think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington Commanders. On the road to 6,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let me know what you guys think about Terry McLaurin's overall rating on the top 100 players list. He's coming in at number 94 this year. How do you feel about it? Leave your comments down below. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. See y'all later. I'm out. Peace.
Burgundy and gold in my veins, yeah, I bleed that. St. Juice or the ball, grab a pig, yeah, I need that. 1999 when it went wrong, but now we gone, it's time to party like it's 99. Chase on off the edge, hey, what's up, 99? The Predator is back, man, that knee is looking fine.